Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for your goodness to us. Thank you for how you bless us. Thank you for bringing Greenwood here safely today to be with us. I pray that we would see a good game here today, and I pray that all that happens, both on and off the court, will be honored and glorifying to you. For it's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, now for the Greenwood starters. We have number 44, Gavin O'Byrne. Number 4, Dylan Romer. Number 3, Jacob Anderson. Number 2, Grant Davis. And number 1, Mason Morgan. And now the home team, the Shalom Christian Academy Flames. We have number 24, Jalen Tross. Number 15, Jesse Ryan. Number 10, Noah Durstein. Number 5, Isaac Nesbitt. And number 2, Christian Henry. Enjoy the game.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Shalom Dome of Shalom Christian Academy. We're getting set to start game 1 of 2 this evening as our JV boys taking the floor here against the Greenwood Wildcats. First meeting of the year, second time I believe these two teams meeting as they met up at Greenwood last year. Shalom controls the tip, but then it gets thrown away. So we're going to start off with a turnover here for the Flames. I'm sure that's not how Coach Wenger wanted to start this game. So the Wildcats will have the ball now. They're in their blue and gold uniforms here. Shalom in the home whites. Saw the starting lineups there given by Mr. Roseman, Jalen Tross, Isaac Nesbitt, Christian Henry, Noah Durstein, and Jesse Ryan. Shalom working hard here on defense. It looks like man-to-man is what they're going here to start the game. Tross does a nice job cutting off. Baseline jumper by number 1. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. Greenwood's number 2 getting it and putting it back in. Some full court pressure here by the Wildcats. Shalom able to get it across mid-court there. Nesbitt passes it off to Henry, over to Tross. Looks like Greenwood's in man-to-man defense as well. Durstein for 3, it won't go. It's going to go out of bounds off of the Wildcats. So it will be Shalom ball here as they get set to inbound it underneath their basket. Nesbitt will be your inbounder. Flames setting up in a box inbound play here with 5:54 remaining first quarter. Wildcats up 2-0. Three ball off the mark, Nesbitt. There's number 2, who got the offensive rebound put back at the other end. Bringing down the defensive board this time. 2 rebounds, 2 points for number 2. Sorry, I don't have a roster, so I don't have any names here for the Wildcats. So I'm just going to be rattling off numbers, which might be easier anyways because I'm terrible at names. Nice backdoor cut there by number 4. Tries to dish it off. Jalen Tross coming out of the pack with it. He's going the other way. And he lays it up and in. Number 2 there trying to take the offensive charge. Tross doing a nice job avoiding him and putting it up and in for Shalom's first points of the game, and that's going to tie us up at 2 apiece here early first quarter. Number 3, 4-3, it's off the mark. And that's going to go out of bounds to the Flames. So Henry's going to pass it in. Wildcats staying with their full court press here. Nice job of the Shalom getting out of that pressure, getting it across the mid-court line. Got 10 seconds to get it across the mid-court line, or it's a violation. Shalom doing a nice job with that. Henry trying to dump it off the Tross. Picked off there by Greenwood. Oh, and number 4 is going to get called for the travel. That's going to turn the ball back over to the Flames here with 4:12 remaining. First quarter, Flames 2, Greenwood Wildcats 2. Henry set to inbound it, gets it into Tross. Defended by number 2 for the Wildcats. Tross doing a nice job. Reverse dribble, changing speeds with the ball. Create some separation from the defense. Henry 4-3, look good coming off the hand, but can't get it to go. Shalom cold from behind the arc so far here this game. Number 3 on the drive, and he puts it up and in. Tross tried to rotate over, but it was a little late on the defense. Jetnarayan with the drive, it won't go. That's Tross in there working hard on the offensive glass. Can't get the putback to go. This time Greenwood comes down with it. Back the other way. Shalom does a nice job getting back on that transition defense to prevent a fast break layup there. And 3, puts up a 3, it won't go. Scramble for the ball, Greenwood runs it down. They reset their offense now here as we're under 3 minutes remaining first quarter. Greenwood up 4-2 with the ball. Good job by Henry cutting off that baseline drive by number 2. Great job here by Shalom defense. Good patience on offense by Greenwood here. Number 2 gets the drive, splits the defense. He puts it up and in. That's going to lead to a full timeout here called by the Flames head coach, Matt Wenger. 2:22 remaining first quarter. Flames up 6-2. I'm sorry, Flames down 6-2 as the Greenwood Wildcats leading here by 4. So only 2 games here this afternoon at the Shalom Dome, both against Greenwood out of, I think it's Millerstown, Pennsylvania? Millersburg or Millerstown. One of them towns up north. And so with JV boys who we're watching now, varsity boys coming up after this. Nice job there by Shalom breaking the press. Try to get it into Isaiah Stauffer, and Trey Layton came in during that last timeout. So on the turnover, Greenwood coming back with the ball. Flames staying in their man-to-man defense. 3, he's blocked by Trey Layton there. Isaiah Stauffer coming back the other way. Jetnarayan put the floater and gets the friendly roll. Nice take there by Jesse Jetnarayan. Being strong with the ball, being confident too. It's nice to see by the freshman. Oh, number 2 gets loose in there and he puts it up and in. Definitely the leading scorer of the game so far for both teams. Nesbitt, he's going to go all the way, comes up short on the finger roll. Greenwood with the rebound, they're coming back the other way. Again, good job by Shalom getting back on defense. So we're coming up here on 1 minute remaining first quarter. Flames trailing by 4, 8-4. 3 ball by number 3. It's going to go to the corner, and nice hustle there by number 3. Passing it back in, going off Jet and Orion. So that will be Greenwood ball here. 55.7 seconds remaining first quarter. Wildcats inbounding the ball. Back to number 1. Runs it off. Number 2 drives all the way. And Tross staying in there with position. And he takes the offensive charge. Number 2 gives him a little high five, saying good job. Good sportsmanship there. And it's the first foul of the game. Number 2, his first. Greenwood's first. No fouls on Shalom at this point. Coming up on 40 seconds remaining first quarter. We got Trey over to Jet and Orion into the corner. Tross, he drives baseline, gets cut off, and gets called for steps there. So that's going to turn the ball back over to the Wildcats. Number 13 coming in for Greenwood. 30.7 seconds remaining. First quarter. Flames trailing by 4. As the Wildcats have the Flames doubled up on the scoreboard. Alfer stepping in, stealing that ball. Waits for his teammates to come up. Get it over to Nesbitt. Jump shot is good, just inside the 3-point line, so that's a 2. Flames trail by 2 now, 8-6. Number 4 puts it up, it won't go. Scramble for the ball. And players hitting the floor. And we're going to get a jump ball. Trey Layton at the bottom of the pile. He hops up, he's okay. So with 3.3 seconds remaining here first quarter, Greenwood will inbound it underneath their basket. Number 1 set to inbound it, gets it to number 13. Can't get the pass off the bat, but puts up a shot, puts it in, gets fouled by number 5, Isaac Nesbitt for the Flames. Whistled for his first, team's first. The Wildcats, number 13. He's got the 2-piece here. See if we can get the biscuit here with 0.7 seconds remaining first quarter. Gets the biscuit as well. Completes the 3-point play. Inbounding it here for Shalom. And that's going to be the buzzer at the end of the first quarter. It's a good one for Greenwood, not so much for Shalom, as they trail 11-6. We get set to start the second quarter here. It's going to be Greenwood ball to get us started here for second quarter, quarter number 2. Flames trailing by 5, had pulled within 2, but then there at the end of the first quarter, Greenwood got the hoop and the harm, completed a 3-point play, put them up 11-6 here, heading into quarter number 2. 7-minute quarters in JV boys basketball action. So to start the second quarter, we have Noah Durstein, Isaac Nesbitt, Andrew McKeever, Matthew Fitzpatrick, and Christian Henry will get us started here for the Flames. Number 3 doing a good job tipping that inbound, tips it to himself. The Flames, just like they started the first quarter, start the second quarter with a turnover. As that number 1 can't get it to go. Number 4, the offensive rebound, scramble for it. Fitzpatrick gets it to Durstein. Over to Henry now. Henry tried to pass it through number 3, tips it away, but Henry able to get the ball back. Henry finds an opening to the hole, tries to take advantage of it. Can't get it to go, jump ball. Possession arrow points towards the Wildcats. So ball back to Greenwood here. Early second quarter, Flames trailing 11-6. Number 1 dribbles through the defense, tries to get it to number 4. Henry just rips in there and takes it away. Looking to go the other way. Nice sidestep, but a little too strong on the layup. Can't get it to go. Shot back up. It won't go again. Wildcats come down with it. Back the other way quickly. Number 1 trying to go coast to coast. His shot off the mark. Fitzpatrick with the rebound. Quickly back the other way. Got a NASCAR race going on out here. Henry shows the ball. This time he gets it to go. Nice job by Henry. Pulling the Flames within 3 now, 11-8. Number 2 with a nice take there. Probably got the majority of the Wildcats' points, number 2. Nice ball player for them. Henry hands it off to Nesbitt. Across to Durstein, over to Fitzpatrick. Up top to Henry now for 3. It's a little strong. Battle for the rebound. Fitzpatrick comes down with it, kicks it out to Nesbitt. Nesbitt's drive is cut off. Get it up top to Henry, over to Fitzpatrick. Up top to Durstein for 3. He can hit that shot. This time it's a little strong off the back iron. Greenwood clears the board. They're coming back the other way. Nice job there by McKeever, cutting off that baseline drive. 3 puts it up. It's strong. Greenwood comes down with the rebound. Shalom in a 1-3-1 defense now, and we're going to get a travel called against the Wildcats. Turns the ball back over to Shalom. Jesse Jetner-Ryan, Jalen Tross coming in for Andrew McKeever, and Fitzpatrick come out. Official talking to Henry here. Quite the conversation. Not sure what that was all about. Henry into Tross. Tross dribbles up the right sideline. Oh, Henry for 3. Oh, down and out, but there's Nesbitt. Foul on the offensive rebound putback. Can't get the bucket to go, but he will go to the charity stripe, shooting 2. That's number 2 for the Wildcats. It's going to be his second, team's first here in the second quarter. Nesbitt's first foul shot is good. Pulls the Flames within 4 now, 13-9. We're at 4:10 here, second quarter. Nesbitt hits them both. Nicely done there by Isaac Nesbitt. Shalom showing some full court pressure now. And they get the turnover. Nesbitt comes out with it, kicks it back to Henry. Henry up top to Durstein. They swing it over to Jetner-Ryan. Gets it over to Nesbitt. Tross now with the ball up top. Gets it back to Henry. See a cutting Durstein. He goes to the hole, puts it up and in. Good ball movement there by Shalom. That's well done. And now we're going to get a timeout here on the floor called by the Greenwood coach. 3:48 remaining second quarter. Flames within 1 now, 13-12. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. There you see Coach Wenger talking to his boys out there. Coach Shank there looking on. Coach Shank, varsity boys coach. Former player Matt Wenger, his assistant on the varsity level, and Matt also the JV boys coach. So they kind of switch roles here at the JV level. Coach Shank becomes the assistant, Matt becomes the head coach, and then they flip-flop for the varsity game. And then on the varsity side, I believe, are joined on the bench by Brad Moore as well. Shalom look like they're going to go with a kind of a 1-3-1 full court press here. Here comes the trap. They get it in. Durstein finds it. He goes to the hole, puts it up and in. Shalom has the lead now, I believe, for the first time in this game. 14-13. Is this full court press here? giving a little trouble here to the Wildcats. This time number 1 can't get it to go. Scramble for the ball. 1 gets it back, feeds it into 4 into the low post. He puts it up and in. Nice strong move there by number 4. Greenwood coming back now with some pressure as Tross finds Nesbitt there at the other end. Nice transition bucket there by the Flames. Looking like the Tar Heels transition game out there. Jetner Ryan picks it up, gets it to Tross. And Nesbitt there able to pick up the loose ball. Tross got stripped with it. Jetner Ryan puts it up a little too strong. There's Tross. He's got the offensive rebound. Can't get the bucket to go on the putback, but he will go to the line shooting 2. So Jalen Tross will be at the line shooting 2. That foul whistled against number 4 for the Greenwood Wildcats. His first, team's second. Tross hits the first one as we see Trey Layton coming in. Nesbitt will come out for the Flames. We're at 2:57 remaining, second quarter. Tross's putback won't go, and I think we're going to get maybe over the back on 32. That's going to be Trey Layton. He's going to be whistled for the foul. Shalom setting up their full court press here. We're at the 2:52 mark, second quarter. Flames leading 17-15. Oh, nice job there by Henry, tipping that ball out of bounds. So Wildcats really struggling here with this pressure provided by Shalom. So now Wildcats broke it. See if Shalom can get back in. They do. Nicely done. 3 left open for 3, and he buries it. Nothing but nylon there. And that's going to be tipped on the inbound. Jetner Ryan. He's going to get fouled from behind, number 4. It's going to be his second, team's third. So with 2:30 remaining, second quarter, Flames trail now, 18-17. Nice job there by Durstein, hauling in that errant pass. Able to keep it under control, dish it off to Durstein, back up top to Tross. Thought about a 3, but passes over Trey Layton. Back up top to Durstein, over to the right, Henry down in the corner. Trey Layton now has it. Get it back up top to Henry. He puts it on the floor now, kicks it out to Tross, back up top to Layton. For 3, it won't go. And Greenwood comes down with the rebound. They come back the other way. Down under 2 minutes remaining now, second quarter. Flames trail by 1, 18-17. Here in this JV boys non-league basketball matchup. Get it into the low post. Number 4 kicks it back out to number 3. Hit one earlier, off the mark that time. Scramble for the loose ball. Jetner Ryan comes up with it. Hands it off to Tross, up ahead to Henry, but he air-mailed it, and it's going to go out of bounds. And on the turnover, ball back to the Wildcats here with 1:38 remaining second quarter. Trey tying his shoe, tries to hustle back on defense. The Flames in, I think they're in a 1-3-1 here. Nice trap there, and Isaac Nesbitt came out of it, but before he could get it, it's going to be a jump ball. Possession error points to Shalom. So with 1:24 remaining second quarter, Flames trailing by 1, 18-17. Noah Durstein set to inbound it. A little bit of pressure here provided by the Wildcats. Jetner Ryan passes it back to Nesbitt. He's going to fire off a 3, and he hits nothing but the bottom of the net. And that's going to put Shalom back up on top now by 2, 20-18. 1 minute remaining here before halftime. Pretty evenly matched teams here this afternoon. Number 1, he answers the 3 at the end, at this end of the floor. Answering Nesbitt's 3 at the other end, and that bucket puts Greenwood Wildcats back up on top by 1. 35 seconds remaining first half. Get it down in low. Jetner Ryan gets it on the floor. He loses it and scramble for the ball. 19 seconds, no. Greenwood comes out of the pack with the ball. Nice job there by Shalom getting back, and 10 seconds remaining now before half. If Shalom can shut down Greenwood here in the final seconds of the half. 3 ball by number 3 off the mark, comes down into the hands of Tross. That's going to be the halftime horn. Good half by both teams, evenly matched out there. Flames head to the locker room trailing by 1, 21-20. Got a little over 3 minutes remaining here in halftime. Technology's not working for me today. I was trying to get our spotlight player of the game up here and just will not work. So we're just going to have to do it without putting Jesse's picture up in bio. So Jesse Jetnarayan, that's who we're highlighting today. He's a 9th grader for the Flames. He wears number 20 and he plays the forward position. Jesse, believe it or not, has only played basketball for 2 years. You would not tell that by his play on the court. He is a phenomenal player out there. I remember watching him last year as an 8th grader and now this year on the JV team. And I just really can't believe he's only played 2 years of basketball. His favorite, what he enjoys most, I should say, about being part of a sports team are the friendships. And his favorite Bible character is David because he wasn't afraid. If Jesse could travel anywhere in the world, he would want to go to South America, which I believe is where his dad's from. So that could be one reason why he wants to go to South Africa. So that's our spotlight player of the game, freshman number 20, Jesse Jetnarayan. We're getting set to start the second half of this JV boys basketball matchup. Shalom Flames hosting the Wildcats of Greenwood High School. And Flames on the short end of a 21-20 halftime score. We got our first half scores for the Flames. Start here with Christian Henry with 2. Isaac Nesbitt with 7. Noah Durstein with 4, and Jalen Tross with 1. Rounding out the scores. Oh, Jesse Jetnarayan, I'm sorry. Those were the second quarter scores. So Christian Henry with 2, Nesbitt with 9, Durstein with 4, Jetnarayan with 2, and Tross with 3. My apologies. So possession error points to Greenwood here to start the second half. Wildcats leading by 1, 21-20. Good game here going on in the Shalom Dome. Nice defense there by Tross. And really coming with the traps. Oh, almost got the turnover. Durstein just couldn't quite grab onto that ball. It's going to go out of bounds off of Shalom. Greenwood's number 1 set to inbound it here. Gets it into the corner, number 4. They're going to go right back to the corner, number 1. Durstein there to defend the 3. Number 4 drives to the bucket. Short, gets his own rebound, can't get it. Gets his own rebound once again. Third time's the charm here for number 4. Nesbitt driving to the hole, gets the bucket and the foul. He will go to the line. Shooting 1 as the bucket was good. So he has a chance to tie this game up here at 23 apiece if he can connect on this foul shot. Greenwood's number 1 whistled for the foul. His first, team's first. Nesbitt strong on the foul shot. Tross and number 4 get the hell ball. Possession error points to Shalom. So Nesbitt will set to inbound it for the Flames underneath their basket. Get it into Henry. Back into the corner, Nesbitt. We go back up top to Tross, over to Durstein. Durstein looking fresh out there with his new haircut. Nesbitt can't get it to go, scramble for the ball, and Tross tips it back in. Durstein left open for three. He's strong, and I think Tross going to get whistled for the foul on the push from behind on the rebound attempt. That gives the ball back to Greenwood as the Wildcats lead by one, 23-22. Early third quarter action here at the Shalom Dome. Only 2 games here this evening. JV boys, which we're watching now. Varsity boys coming up a little bit later. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, he is. Jack Myers will be on the call with me for that varsity boys game. Looking forward to that. Good defense there by Shalom. Nesbitt comes up with the steal. Looking to go all the way. Oh, can't get it to go. Jet Narayan almost had it. Trapped there by Shalom. And Jet Narayan is going to get called for the foul. Our spotlight player of the game. Trying to get the steal there. Instead gets whistled for the contact. It's going to be his first, team second. Wildcats inbounding the ball now, setting up their offense here. Looks like the Flames in their 1-3-1 defense. Coming up with the trap there. Get it down low. Jet Narayan defending the post. Number 2 puts it on the floor. Oh, whistled for steps. That turns the ball back over to the Flames here as we come up on the 5-minute mark, third quarter. Flames trailing by 1. Back and forth game here. This JV boys non-league matchup against the Wildcats of Greenwood High School. Greenwood making the trip down here this year. Our boys went up there last year. Oh, tipped away, scramble for the loose ball, and we're going to get a tie-up. Henry hitting the floor. Possession error pointing towards the Wildcats, so it will be Greenwood ball here. Trey Layton's going to come in for Jet Narayan for Shalom. Oh, Tross playing free safety back there, intercepts that ball, tries to get it to Nesbitt, and he's going to get blocked. Number 3 is going to get whistled for the contact for the Wildcats. Looks like it's going to be his first, team second, Isaac Nesbitt. For the Flames, will head to the line, shooting 2. And he hits the first one. That's going to tie us up at 23 apiece here. Non-league JV boys basketball action here on the hardwood this evening. Nesbitt, second attempt, bounces around and will fall through. Flames lead now by 1, 24-23, 4:25 remaining third quarter. 1-3-1 causing the Wildcats a little trouble here. And the way Shalom traps in that 1-3-1, causing some pressure there. Dribbles right into that trap, gets it into the low post. Number 44 goes up, and Trey Layton, number 32, I believe, for the Flames. Yep, whistled for the foul. I think that's going to be his second, team's third. Number 44 for the Wildcats, he will head to the line shooting 2. He connects on both of these. It will put his team up 1. Short on the first one. 44's second attempt up and good. And that's going to tie us up at 24 apiece. Some full court pressure here by the Wildcats. Shalom doing a nice job with it. Gets it across the half court line. Flames set up their offense now. Tross over to Henry, down to Layton. Spins, kicks it back up top. Nesbitt, Durstein across to Henry. Dribbles to the foul line, hands it off to Durstein for 3. Won't go, but there's Tross crashing the offensive board, putting it up and in and giving his team a 2-point lead here. Nicely done by Jalen Tross, being aggressive on getting that offensive rebound put back. Nice pass into the post, number 4. He goes up and in. Strong move there by him. Nice pass up ahead to Henry. Dribbles, splits the double team, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds. And we're going to stay right here as that's tipped out of bounds by Greenwood. Number 0 for the Wildcats coming in, giving number 44 a breather. So with 3:13 remaining, third quarter, Flames actually we're tied up at 26 apiece. Nesbitt getting it into Trey. Good pass there. He's short on the turnaround jumper. Nesbitt ends up with it and puts it up and in. Flames back up on top now by 2, 28-26, coming up on the 3-minute mark here, third quarter. This is non-league basketball action here. Flames taking on Greenwood Wildcats. And before his player can get in trouble, Greenwood head coach calls a timeout. Timeout's going to come just under the 3 minutes here. 2:56 remaining third quarter. Flames lead by 2, 28-26. Okay, we get a look in. Coach Matt Wenger talking to his boys out there. Say the Flames have played much better since the first quarter. Came out a little flat in this game, I thought. And that's what I heard even Coach Wenger on one of his first timeouts saying how we got to bring more intensity to this game. And they've answered the call, I believe, so far. Leading by 2 now, 28-26. Coming back to live action now. It will be Greenwood ball. They set to inbound it here with 2:56 remaining third quarter. Flames leading 28-26. 2 games on the slate here tonight. JV boys followed by the varsity boys. And there's that trap again by Shalom. And this time we're going to get a little handsy. I believe that's number 5, Isaac Nesbitt, whistled for the contact. Shalom's 4th, Isaac's 2nd here. So with 2:41 remaining here, third quarter, any more fouls by Shalom is going to automatically send the Wildcats to the line, shooting 2. Good job there by 0. Tross battling for it. Henry ends up with it, gets it up ahead to Nesbitt, and he's going to go off the window and good. Nice transition bucket there by the Flames, starting there with their defense, causing a turnover. Almost got another one. 3 drives baseline for Greenwood, puts it up, it won't fall. Scramble for the rebound. Trey Layton comes down with it. And Durstein gets it tipped out of bounds by the Wildcats. It will be Shalom ball. Greenwood setting up some full court pressure here. Get it in Nesbitt. Calls off his other players, take it himself, brings it across the midcourt line. Gets it over Trey Layton, down to Nesbitt for 3, and he buries the jumper. Nesbitt having himself a ball game here this afternoon. Puts his team up 7 now, 33-26. 1:40 remaining third quarter, and is that going to be Nesbitt? That's going to be his 3rd, team's 5th, so that's going to send number 4 for Greenwood to the line, shooting 2. So foul shots the rest of the way for the quarter for Greenwood now. Number 4 will be the shooter. Wildcats down 7. Number 4 hits the first one. Wildcats number 44, number 5 coming in for number 3 and number 0. Number 4's second free throw attempt. 2 for 2 for number 4. Henry brings it across the timeline, sets up the Flames offense. Trey's going to put up a 3, and he nails it. Trey Layton for 3. I need my partner Jack Myers here because I'm going to call those reverse Grinches for Trey. Number 2 lays it up and in for Greenwood. Durstein brings it across the timeline, gets it to Tross. Back up top to Henry. Kicks it off to Nesbitt. Tracks down the loose ball. Down under a minute now. Number 4 gets called for the hand check for Greenwood. Henry gets it into Tross. Cross to Isaac Nesbitt. Top to Tross. Over to Layton, who just hit the 3. Cross-court pass to Durstein, puts it on the floor. Drives, and they're going to get called for an offensive foul. Number 4 standing in there, taking the contact. Durstein gets whistled for the foul. And even though that's the 15th foul of the quarter for Shalom, because it's an offensive or player control foul, no foul shots taken. Nesbitt comes out. Jesse Jetnarayan comes in for him for the final 39 seconds of the third quarter. Flames leading by 6, 36-30. Number 2 has it for Greenwood. Nice defense there by Durstein. 13 seconds remaining. 44 trying to down post to number 2. He goes up and in and off the window. See if Shalom can answer here before the end of the third quarter. And it's going to make it tough. And that's the horn. Little momentum here at the end of the third quarter by the Wildcats. They still trail by 4, though, 36-32. Good third quarter for the Flames as they were trailing by 1 at halftime. 21-20. So 16-11 third quarter there for the Flames. As we head into the final 7 minutes now, this JV boys matchup. Flames leading 36-32. Here you can see Coach Wenger using his clipboard, drawing up some plays on the whiteboard, demonstrating to the boys exactly what he wants them to do here, how to start the final quarter. It looks like we're going to start the quarter here with Jalen Tross, Trey Layton, Christian Henry, Jesse Jetnarayan, and Noah Durstein. Boys walk out here to start the final 7 minutes of this game, unless we go to overtime. Flames leading by 4, 36-32. It's going to be white ball. Shalom will throw it in here. And we're going to get a timeout called by Matt Wenger. 8 seconds into the quarter, as he knew his team was not going to get it across the timeline, also otherwise known as the midcourt line, in within the 10-second requirement. So wisely calls a timeout to avoid the turnover. Can't take them with you. Each team gets 5 timeouts per ball game. 3 full timeouts. A full timeout is 60 seconds in length. 2 half timeouts or 30-second timeouts. And you guessed it, a 30-second timeout is indeed 30 seconds. Unique thing about timeouts is, or interesting fact about timeout, a 30-second timeout, the players who are on the floor at the time of the timeout have to stay on the floor. They can't come to the bench and sit down. But on a full timeout, they can. Tross trying to dribble through the press, loses it briefly, gets it back to Durstein, and he buries the three-point shot. TMT time here in JV boys action, and that shot puts the Flames up 39-32. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Greenwood. So that turns the ball back over to Shalom now. Nesbitt coming in for, Nesbitt coming in for Trey Layton. Number 4 for Greenwood coming in. And number 5 is going to come out. So 4 for 5 coming in for the Wildcats. Well, I'm struggling with this press a little bit. think that time it looks a little easier for him. Ryan drives, he can't get it to go. Greenwood comes down with it. They look to push now. They can get a transition bucket. Get stopped back to number 3 for 3, and he buries it. Tross trying to dribble. 2 on the floor, gets the steal for Greenwood. Number 3 cutting to the hole. Jetner Ryan cuts that off. Excellent hustle there by Jesse. Gets up to number 2. His three's off the mark. Henry is going to get the rebound, and number 1 for the Wildcats whistled for the contact. Henry set to inbound it for the Flames, far end of the court. Gets it into Tross. Tross dribbling it up the right sideline. And he dribbles in, and defense number 4 is going to get whistled for the foul. So number 13 will come in for number 4. Looks like that foul on number 4 was his 4th, so he's coming out. Team second here for the Wildcats. Tipped out of bounds by number 3 by Greenwood, so Shalom will maintain possession now as they get set to inbound it. Henry in front of the home fans. Gets it into Nesbitt. Back over to Henry. Up top to Durstein, across to Tross. Back to Henry. Off to Durstein. Good ball movement here by Shalom. On the perimeter. Can't get it inside the perimeter. Looking for an opening. Henry puts it on the floor, kicks it out to Nesbitt. Wide open 3 is good. Shalom shooting well here in the second half from behind the arc. Extend their lead now 42-35 as we're under 5 minutes now. And there comes a steal by Shalom. Tross with the ball. He's going to take it coast to coast. Little hard off the glass. Nesbitt runs down the rebound. Durstein now puts it on the floor. Gets it around to Henry. Back to Durstein. Wide open for 3. And, oh, won't go. Bounced a couple times, but couldn't get the friendly roll for Durstein. Oh, number 2 misses the easy one. Tross battling for the rebound, gets it back. Over to Durstein now. Empty possession there for the Wildcats. Shalom holding on to a 42-35 lead. Nesbitt goes to the hole, puts up a floater, and he puts it in. Nice drive and bucket there by Isaac Nesbitt. Puts the Flames up 9 now, 44-35. Under 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Non-league JV boys basketball matchup here. Greenwood Wildcats versus the Shalom Flames. Here on the Shalom Sports Network. Number 2, Christian Henry whistled for the contact. Trey Layton, Andrew McKeever coming in for the Flames. Jalen Tross, Jesse Jetner Ryan coming out. It's going to be Henry's first foul, team's first here in the fourth quarter. Greenwood set to inbound. It's going to be a kickball by Nesbitt. We will do it all over again here. Underneath the Wildcats basket now, number 1 for Greenwood, inbounding it to number 2. Is there a number 3? There is. But it went back to number 1. Thought we could go 1, 2, 3. And then maybe the double 4s out there. Oh, through the hands of number 3. Shalom comes up with the steal. Henry gets it to Nesbitt. He dribbles out of trouble, comes in. Oh, he's going to pull up for 3, and he buries it. Nesbitt. Ryan Nesbitt having himself a ball game. Led the first half scorers, and I believe is leading the second half scorers here for the Flames as well. If we get a timeout, I might have to go down and add up his points. He's having a great ball game. Missed shot there for Greenwood. Henry comes down with the rebound. He's looking to accelerate the other way. Can't get the finish. Greenwood comes down with it. And back the other way we come. 3 lost it briefly, gets it back, drives baseline. McKeever's got the defense on him. Kick it out here for the 3 ball for number 1. puts it in for Greenwood. Wildcats trail by 9 now, 47-38. Coming up on 2:15 remaining. Fourth quarter, and Nesbitt with another one. And we're going to get a timeout by Flames head coach Matt Wenger. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. This timeout coming with the 2:11 mark, fourth quarter. Flames leading by 12, 50-38. The teams break the huddle here. We're at the Shalom Dome, Shalom Christian Academy. JV boys non-league action going on here. Flames leading by 12, 50-38 against the Wildcats of Greenwood High School. Isaac Nesbitt having himself a monster game here this afternoon. Filling up the hoop from behind the arc for sure. Greenwood ball coming up on 2 minutes remaining in the game. Flames leading by 12. See if Shalom can close this one out. Number 4's got it, puts up a shot. It's short, bounces around. 44 gets it back. He's fouled. 32, White whistled for the foul. That's Trey Layton. Greenwood ball underneath their basket. 1:56 remaining fourth quarter. Trey's third, team second. Oh, nice inbound play. Number 2 lost it briefly, dribbles out of trouble, gets it into number 4. He goes up and off the glass. 10-point lead now for Shalom. Hands it off. Nesbitt dribbling down the other way. Oh, dishes it off. McKeever can't finish. That was a great dish there. Andrew just needs to be a little softer on that touch. Number 4 with a step around. 8-point lead now for Shalom, and that's going to lead to a timeout on the floor here called by Matt Wenger, head coach for the Flames. It's going to be a full timeout. That comes with 126 remaining fourth quarter. Flames lead by 8, 50-42. I knew Nesbitt was having a big game. 31 points. 31 of the 50 points. Isaac Nesbitt. 5 3-pointers. Pretty much say he's player of the game. So back to live action. 1:26 remaining fourth quarter. Flames lead by 8, 50-42. And Greenwood gets another steal up and in. Shalom really struggling here with his full court press. Get it to Henry. He dribbles through the defense, dishes it off. Trey up top to Durstein, across to Tross. See if Shalom can settle themselves down here. 6-point lead now for the Flames, and number 1 for Greenwood. Contact with Nesbitt there. The Shalom ball, 1 minute remaining. It's the third foul on number 1, team's third. And there's number 1. That's going to be his fourth, team's fourth. So with these new rules, you got to foul quickly. So the next foul by Greenwood, and there it is. That's going to put Isaac Nesbitt on the line shooting 2. Number 3 for Greenwood whistled for the contact, his second. So from here on out, Shalom will be shooting 2. Nesbitt to the line. Hits the first one. Some big foul shots here coming by Nesbitt. Hit the first one, second one up and off the mark. And Greenwood comes down with the rebound. And that's going to be a timeout call by the Wildcats head coach. That timeout coming with 48.5 seconds remaining, fourth quarter. Flames holding on to a 7-point lead, 51-44. Non-league basketball action, JV boys style. Game 1 of 2 this afternoon. JV boys first, varsity boys coming up next. Shout out to Dave Group. Let me know the scoreboard camera went cattywampus. So we got that straightened out. Appreciate it, Dave. Was able to fix that when I was down adding up Nesbitt's points. Almost needed my adding machine. He's got so many points. 31 to be exact. So we break the huddle now. Shalom boys out on the floor. We got Noah Durstein, Jesse Jetnarine, Christian Henry, Isaac Nesbitt, Jalen Tross will be the 5 on the floor here. It's going to be Greenwood ball. Number 2 will be the inbounder. He's going to throw it into number 1 here. 48.5 seconds remaining. 44-51. Greenwood trails. Number 3 puts up a 3, and wow, good looking shot there by number 3. So number 2 with the foul. That might be his 5th. Oh no, it's number 1. Number 1's the one that had 4. So number 2 is going to be whistled for his 3rd. Jalen Tross for the Flames will head to the line, shooting 2. Flames up 4. 51-47. Number 3 just had a 3 for Greenwood. That makes it a completely different game. Tross in and out on the first attempt. Shalom can hit some free throws here. This game shouldn't be a problem. If they're going to miss from the line, we could be in some trouble here. Tross, second attempt is good. 5-point lead now for the Flames. 25 seconds remaining. We get a timeout by the Greenwood coach. And that timeout comes with 25.3 seconds remaining. Flames 52, Greenwood Wildcats 47. Chess match back and forth between these two teams here in the final seconds of this game. Nice crowd starting to gather here in the Shalom Gym here for just 2 games on tap this afternoon and evening, both against the Greenwood High School Wildcats. We're about ready to wrap up this JV boys game. Shalom with a 5-point lead with 25 seconds remaining. The teams break the timeout. It will be Wildcat ball. Get it into number 1. Over to number 3. Back up top to number 1. Number 3 who just hit a 3. This time it's going to be short 2 there. And he puts it up and in. Tross set to inbound it. And we're going to get a timeout. Coach Wenger, before getting whistled for the 5-second call, calls a timeout with 6.7 seconds remaining. Flames leading by 3. Ooh. Flames who had I believe a 12-point lead here, or 10 not too long ago. All the way down to 3 now. But it may be too little too late for the Greenwood Wildcats. We shall see here. They can get a turnover on this possession and hit a 3 in the final 6.7. We will see overtime. Coach Wenger drawing up an inbound play here against the pressure defense of the Wildcats. Looks like, if I can see the clipboard right, he may put 4 or 5 people out of bounds here, and they all might just take off different directions to kind of catch the Wildcats off guard. We will see here. 6.7 seconds remaining, 52-49. Shalom leads. Shalom set to inbound at far end of the court. All 5 guys are out of bounds. Maybe we're going to run the Philly special here. Get it into Nesbitt, and he's going to get fouled. That's going to send Isaac Nesbitt to the line. Number 4 called for the foul. That's going to be his 5th, so he's out of the ball game. Number 13 will come in for him. And as long as Nesbitt can hit at least 1 here, this game should be pretty much over. So number 5, Isaac Nesbitt to the line for Shalom, shooting 2. First one is good. It's got ice in his veins. Confidently knocking down that foul shot. Well done, Isaac Nesbitt. I believe for point at least number 32, and that might be number 33 for Nesbitt. Our player of the game here. Final seconds of the JV boys game coming up, and that's the final horn. Shalom takes this one 54-49. Congratulations to our JV boys. Well done, Greenwood Wildcats. Stay tuned for varsity action coming up next.